and a pleasant good evening to all viewers, listeners via the various mediums. Today I want to bring some attention to a number of activities and actions that the task force has been engaged for the past week since we last engaged you last week Wednesday. One such is the meeting that was convened with the chairman of the St. Kitts Music Festival, Mr. Damian Hobson, who was also accompanied by Mr. Val Henry, regarding the safe hosting of our music festival in St. Kitts, scheduled for the month of June 2022. That's this year. We would have looked at the protocols. We would also look at the layout of the venue, and we have been deliberating as to how to advise cabinet on this matter. So to the general public at large, if we continue to do what we are doing in keeping these cases down, in keeping the country safe, there seems to be the potential for music festival to come back this year, since being away for the past 2 years. We would have also engaged, and I must say happily engaged, the St. Kitts Amateur Basketball Association, which was led by Mr. Glenn Jeffers and supported by Mr. Wendell Pemberton and Mr. James Barman Hanley. I always call him Barman, my old coach. They made a great presentation, and I would like to advise the general public that this is an exemplary presentation in terms of the sporting sector, whereby they were able to inform us that out of 175 active basketball players, they have 104 players fully vaccinated. That's approximately 60% of the league. In that regards, we were quite pleased and satisfied, and I am certain a great nod of approval would be given based on precedent set before for the commencement of the SCABA League. According to the schedule, SCABA League is desirous of beginning in March. I think the first match would be on the 13th of March. So to the SCABA executive and all their staff, support staff, we say thank you. And to the players, thank you for being responsible. As a former basketballer, a good one at that, I am happy to see that the league is back up and running. We also would have had a presentation and met, well, we also would have met and had a presentation from the Cricket Association. This was done by the president, Mr. Dennis Phillip. And I must say that we were quite pleased with the information shared in terms of the protocols and the procedures put in place by the St. Kitts Cricket Association, St. Kitts Nevis Cricket Association. The beauty about them, the advantage that they have, is that we would have safely hosted CPL and also the West Indies under-19 team. So we are hopeful that the cricket enthusiasts will be pleased to know that hopefully the league will resume soon again. Just a while ago, would have had a nice conversation as well with the president of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association, Mr. Tiber Harris, where we discussed finalizing the protocols for the resumption of the Senior Men's League. I know this has been a challenge, and we are rather mindful here at the National COVID-19 Task Force, and I am certain that the ministry itself, as well as the government, is also desirous of ensuring that this league commences in a safe manner. We are hopeful that by next Tuesday, when we meet with the executive of the SKNFA, we can finalize all the terms of agreement for the safe resumption of this league. So again, I want to commend the president himself for the hard work that he has been doing. For example, he has been doing his research, talking to his regional partners. I know he would have stated that he has been in dialogue with Anguilla and other islands in terms of what they have been doing for the safe resumption of football. So to the footballers, I think your turn is coming very, very soon, sooner rather than later. We also, at the task force level, deliberated on some of the scaling down of the protocols. And I'm happy Superintendent Henry would have brought some clarity because persons thought that when the Prime Minister would have made his presentation, it meant no more mask, it meant no more testing, no more application when coming into the country, etc. And the clarity is this was for social events, mass gatherings. However, in deliberations yesterday, we recognize that there are some other protocols that are put in place, or procedures, let me say, that are put in place that can be scaled down. Again, that can be scaled down. For example, the taking of temperatures, and 2, the recording of names. Again, we are going to leave that to your personal responsibility at the business level, at the personal level. If you want to continue taking temperature, that will be your responsibility. It's not a requirement at this time. If you want to continue recording names, that will be your choice, your responsibility. We think that that is not a requirement at this time. So taking temperature and the recording of names is something that we are recommending for persons to scale down on as well. Now, I have been receiving a lot of inquiries about, from taxi operators in particular, about the removal of the barriers. And this was tabled at our discussion as well. And the recommendation is that we are still getting out of the wave. Let us get out of this wave, then we can revisit that particular matter. So give us some more time. We are appealing for some more time. It's going to be a gradual process for us to scale down and continue to scale down on the protocols. So bear with us, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I know some of you have been very supportive. You have actually become religious toward the NEOC briefings. Some of you do look forward, and then when there's no briefing, you call and find out why there's no briefing today, etc. However, as we scale down with everything else, we have to scale down laterally across the board. So I want to inform you that on the approval of the Mitigation Council chairs, they have agreed that 1, we will have 2 more briefings in the month of March, and then we will have one briefing in April, which will signal the end of the NEOC briefings for the past 2 years. What will happen from there on is that we will have briefing based on situational demand. So if there's a situation that demands the sharing of information, then we will have these briefings. So this is where we are going to go in terms of scaling down as well. I would have indicated this to you last week, and I am now presenting to you how this will happen, how we will transition. Bear this in mind, though, that you can still get the information on the COVID-19 website and also on the various social media platforms, whether it be the police, Ministry of Health, NEMA, and other government agencies such as Tourism Authority. Let me just encourage you to continue to prepare. I know it's early, but it's never too early. Please begin to prepare for the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season. It's important that we do so, so that if we are affected, then we can respond appropriately. I also want to, at this time, encourage the population, residents, citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, the general public, to support the 2021 census. Shape the future, census 2021. It's me, you, us, 2021 census. Again, it's me, you, us, 2021 census. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have had a great journey together. I'm hopeful that Superintendent Henry, as the only person from among us who has not gone on vacation, can get a well-needed vacation when we scale down, and as we scale down more. I know he's going to have it a little tougher because the amount of applications for activities that he will have to process and deal with will be a lot. But we are hoping that out of all of us in here, I think he's the only one who has not gone on vacation as yet, and I'm hoping he can do so. I'm hoping that Minister Phipps as well can take a well-needed vacation as well, and the Attorney General. Mr. Williams, please enjoy your time wherever you are, and we are hoping to see you soon again. Thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you again at our next briefing.